Hello, Joyce McGuire.
Hi, Sam. How
I
are you,
feel
darling?
like I'm waving to Dome House over there somewhere.
Over there, I can see you.
Joyce and I have known each other for a few years now, and Joyce runs, together with Phil, her husband, runs Dome House, which everybody must know here. But for those people who don't know, or those people who are watching from somewhere else in the country, what is Dome House and where is it?
Hi, Sam. So Dome House is a house up on the side of a hill with magnificent views over Windermere. If you can see my view right now, you'll know yourself, Sam. It's absolutely pristine out there. Obviously, the house was on Grand Design some years ago, and so a lot of people have seen it on that, including myself. I watched it years ago. We took it over in late 2016 and spent most of 2017 refurbing it and basically making it inhabitable because it wasn't in a great state. And now it's like normally run as a luxury guest house, but at the moment we don't have any guests, so we're just relaxing and enjoying the view for now anyway.
It's not a bad place to be in lockdown. It's a Dome House.
Quite
It is.
fortunate.
I mean, obviously, we're estate agents, and I'm always biased when I see a very special house. But yours is one of the most special houses I think I've ever seen. It is. You have to Google it if you don't already know it. Dome House. There was a little bit of controversy way back, just around the same time as the Grand Designs, because of the previous owner. But that is all done and dusted. It's now the most beautiful house with very responsible, loving owners and keepers. And it is in such a special place. It's right at the top of Windermere. It's even higher than my house, right at the top of Windermere. So, and so it's got the most glorious view down the lake on a huge sort of banked garden. So huge lot of outside space. And you've got apartments, haven't you?
Well, we've got a self-catering, like 2-bed apartment that we let out, and then we've got 3 guest suites with the balconies, so they've all got their own view, balcony view over Windermere, and then we deliver continental hampers to the room, so it's really nice. It's kind of, you can relax and just sit in the balcony and eat your brekkie without having to kind of, go and sit and get dressed, sit in the room. You can just sit there in your robe and just enjoy it. It's really chilled. Very chilled place to be.
It's got a lovely vibe, actually. The first time I came to it, I'd known of it for a long time, but the first time I came to it was for an event, the one where we did the 32 courses.
Oh, that was the Wasted event. That was the Flockers put that together. It was such an amazing event. The girls did a great job on that. So, for the Wasted, it was to highlight food waste, basically, what gets thrown out the supermarkets, etc. So, it was amazing. It was attended by everybody, wasn't it?
Brilliant. It was brilliant. All the movers and shakers, and somehow me and Phil managed to wangle ourselves an invite, so that's even better. Before we close off at the end of this, I'd really love you to do a quick, if you can, a spin round of the camera so we can see that amazing space you're in and the outside. We'll do it at the end.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I can show people. And I'm assuming people can actually book a stay with you for later on in the year, can they, at the moment, Joyce?
You can, of course you can. Obviously, we're just waiting to see what the guidelines are and how this whole kind of situation is going to pan out. So we're just kind of taking a relaxed view and things, and just kind of so you can book it, but I think most people are just hanging on just to see how things go. So we'll be available. I'm sure we'll all be really busy. Everybody's going to be clawing to get out of the house once the lockdown is taken away. So we'll be here.
I think there might be some people watching from other parts of the country that think, I'd love to come and stay in Dome House, and I'd love to have something to look forward to after all this. So maybe they should get in touch and ask about a voucher, or booking for later
on.
Even if they book and then something happens, you've been flexible, haven't you, with moving people around?
We've taken the view that that we're just going. What we've done is, with our guests who couldn't make it with us because of the lockdown, we've just given them a voucher for the night stay. We haven't given it a monetary value. We're just giving a voucher they can use any time that they like. There's no restriction on nights or anything or time of the year. It's like literally people have helped us by, deferring. So the least we can do is kind of give them a voucher and then that's it. We haven't put our prices up or for the same dates for next year. It is literally just for night stay equivalent. So whatever that night is and whatever the price is, they can change for them. So, it seemed the fairest thing to do at the time for now anyway. So, yeah.
Do you know what? Ali Tordoff has just said she'd love to come and have a stay in Dome House. You know what I think might happen afterwards?
I
know that was great, isn't it? And Joe says party.
We're so happy party.
There may be a trend after this and I'm just thinking about my lovely kiddywinks, my grandchildren that I've not seen for whatever it is, 4 weeks now. It could be that all the parents all dump their kids on their grandparents and go away for a couple of nights, and Dome House is a good place to do that.
Yeah, we've still got our party lights outside in the garden, so it's ready and waiting, ready to go. We've got the bar ready. We're ready for the party when this all kind of passes by. Get all the neighbours around for a bit of a shindig.
Now, speaking of party, you're going to show us some cocktails, aren't you?
Now, Sam, I have to say, it's been quite a while since I've been making cocktails, and I just practiced my woo-woo earlier, and it didn't, and I went woo-oo.
We don't actually need to taste them, do we? So you could be putting complete rubbish in them, and we wouldn't know.
Which one? Shall we go with margarita or mojito?
Well, I'll tell you what. First of all, tell us why it is now a good time to even think about making cocktails.
Well, look at it. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's Sunday afternoon. We've all got a few dregs in our cupboards, from Christmas or whatever. Well, most of us do. Like those little empty bits that aren't really enough to make yourself a drink or do tequila slammers. But, we've got a few, like a little bit of Cointreau there, which I've been using in my hot chocolates over the winter. And so there's a little bit left in there. Then we've got sometimes people leave drinks behind and everything, which we like.
When they come to stay, leave them in the room. They come in the rooms. All right, okay.
Sometimes, you'll find half a bottle of whiskey, and it's like, that's grand, leave that for me.
So we've got all these little scraps. We've got the time. We maybe want to think about a date night or something like that for those of you who are at home with maybe one late night.
I was kind of thinking that's something that you can do with your pals as well. Like everybody's using Zoom at the moment, so you can have a hookup where like one person knows the recipe. We've all got the ingredients, and we can all make it together. So it'd be really good fun.
Great idea, Joyce. You should host this idea. You should host it yourself. Should be a dome house cocktail night. I'm in.
Yeah, my best idea is coming. I'm giving it all of that. If anybody knows me, they know I never stop giving it that. Tell you what, though, should we make a margarita? Because
everyone else is saying mojito first, please.
Mojito, right?
Yeah,
okay.
All right.
Right. So I've got some mint that's growing in the garden, just outside the door. Then, I personally prefer gold rum in a mojito, but it's generally white rum, but whatever rum you have, preferably gold or light. So we get some ice here. It's really, really simple one. We can use a jigger, but if you don't have one, just pour. It's a lot. Nobody cares. So we whack in some, get in some rum. That's a big shot, that's a double, but a single, I think I needed to get through the day. So then we have our soda water, okay. And then we've got sugar. Where's my sugar? Sugar. We've got some sugar, just to sweeten it up a little bit.
Your dog's wanting to join in.
Sorry?
I can hear your dogs wanting to join in.
Oh yeah, they're out in the garden. Sorry, neighbours. So a bit of sugar in there. Then we'll get in some mint leaves. There we go, from the garden, fresh and nice. And then some wedges of lime. I cut my limes this way, right? And it really annoys me when people cut them the other way. I cut them like that. See the way the wedges are kind of gone that way, because they're easier to squeeze. but most people cut them the other way, but you can't squeeze all the juice out as easily. So there you go. There's Joyce's tip of the day. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. In you go. I like a lot of lime, so I want to go with a bit more.
You squeeze them and you put the limes in as well.
So yeah, you want that juice to squeeze out. That's why I cut them that way, because as you can see, they squeeze out a lot better, so you get all the lime juice and stuff out as well. Now I don't have a muddler, so I'm just going to use a spoon. So you throw in.
What's a muddler?
It's for it's like, you know, your mortar and pestle, you know, like the thing for bashing. It's like one of them for drinks basically, but I don't have one because I'm not fancy. So that's basically your mojito. So we'll give it a wee stir. So what you want to do is you want to dissolve that sugar in there.
I almost taste that now, Joyce.
Well, with the fresh mint and everything, delicious. It's perfect for a day like today with the sunshine, and it's sunshine in the glass, really.
Just leave it at the end of your drive, and I'll go and pick it up in a minute, okay?
Sorry, love? Oh, yeah. I'll leave it on the doorstep for you, love. So there you go. So we've got our, so it's Bacardi, soda, lime, sugar, and that's it, really. Mint.
If you haven't got Bacardi, are there any alternatives to Bacardi?
Yeah. Just any rum, you know. I mean, obviously, if it's dark, if it's like the really dark rum, but if you've got gold or any other white or gold rums, as I said, I generally prefer gold rum in there because it's sweeter. But, oh, jeez, that's good. So, there's your mojito.
So I'll tell you one thing. What a lot of people don't do when they're mixing drinks at home. You'll have to excuse our Wi-Fi, by the way, for everybody who's watching. When you get to the top of Windermere, Joyce was just telling me that the Wi-Fi gets worse as you get to the top because all the bottom people, they've all got the better Wi-Fi. It's just a little bit blurred, and the words are coming out a bit slurred. It's not drink. It's Wi-Fi, I promise.
No, we're not half cut just yet. I'm watching your language as well, Sam. Very good.
I know. That's what everybody said to me this morning on my news at 10. Is she going to be able to stop swearing for 20 minutes? We'll see.
Good.
So one thing I was going to say is we don't actually really make cocktails at home usually, do we? We make drinks. So I might have, for example, a gin and tonic, but I probably wouldn't put things in it like sugar and milk and things like that.
I've got a perfect one. Gin and tonic, right? If you want to give it a little bit of a pizzazz. I don't know if you have any of this, but if you don't, Sam, I'll put some in a bottle for you. But this is Saint-Germain. It's an elderflower liqueur. And if you put that in gin, it is literally sunshine in a glass. It's, so it's an elderflower liqueur. I'll pop some around to you later, love. Okay.
Oh, that's so exciting.
It just elevates it that little bit as well. It's beautiful, but so I've said sometimes you have like these little bottles in your cupboard, and they just sit there, like your Cointreaux and stuff. So perfect excuse to make a cocktail.
Oh, it really is, isn't it? It really is. Right. Let's
do margarita because this is what I've been waiting for all week. I love my margaritas, I really do. So I'm just chopping away, so you carry on there, Sam.
No. You tell us what the ingredients are to a margarita then, because I wouldn't have a clue.
Margarita is the queen of cocktails. Is literally 3 ingredients. Lots and lots and lots and lots of lime. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze them all in. Now I discovered earlier that this cocktail shaker, which I haven't used very much, doesn't seal properly. So I'm gonna have to shake it off camera because I'm gonna get covered. But you want lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of lime juice. So this is why I don't make them very often, because limes are, it takes a lot.
Wow, so, they are expensive, aren't they, as well, limes? Like 35 pence each, aren't they, limes?
40p, yeah. So it's not a cheap cocktail, but it's very delicious. So I'm going to just keep going. My hands are going to be so sticky.
After all this, Joyce, maybe you should have a cocktail night at Dome House.
I think I will. I might have to practice a bit more, though, before I start.
We'll help you. We'll
So what we do is your mixes are, you put 2 parts tequila to 1 part Cointreau or triple sec, anything orangey, okay? So it's 2 to 1, and then lots of lime, and then lots of so 2 Oh yeah, baby.
Whoa.
I won't be able to drive around to you later, love. You'll have to walk, stagger around the corner, and then one part Cointreau. Oh,
Wow.
so good. By the way, Cointreau, really nice and hot chocolates, like hot Terry's chocolate orange, delicious.
Is
Especially
it?
when it's out. So we put in loads of ice. That's nice. I like mine kind of frozen. Right. So we've got ice in there. And oh yeah, I forgot to do my salt. So what you do is when you want to salt your glass, get your lime. I only like half a glass. Some people like it all the way around, so I tend to just do half a salted. So then you've got the choice. We've got our salt here, and then you just dip it in.
Oh, so you put the lime on first, so it sticks.
Yeah, and then the salt sticks to the glass. Yeah.
Ah, that looks so cool.
Right. And then here we go. You've got to shake it a lot because he really wanted to have that kind of frozen margarita texture, like that really kind of. Right.
Well, does that actually break up the ice as well? Does it break up the ice as well when you do that?
Yeah, you see. There, so you can see now it's gone all cloudy. I'll bring it over.
Yeah, put it over to us. Let's have a look.
Oh,
whoa! Look at that! Look at that!
There's your margarita time.
Oh
it's a bit early, truth be told, but sure.
Cheers! Oh, yeah. We should have all been doing this. I should have had the ingredients here to try. Now I'm desperate for a margarita, which I didn't even think I liked. So I'm not a big lover of mojitos. I'm not keen on white rum, but what you've just done there looked amazing.
So there's another one. I've tried doing it earlier where you do a woo-woo, and it's basically grapefruit juice and your cranberry. And I used to be able to layer it into two tones. I tried earlier. It's been 20 years since I did it. It didn't work, so I'm not going to embarrass myself. But it's a really good one for kids as well. You can make them virgin cocktails, and then you can throw in a bit of vodka for your mommy. Yeah, so
that's a really nice idea, because isn't things like I'm not watching TV at the moment, but like Britain's Got Talent, isn't that kind of stuff on? So you could actually have a virgin cocktail night with the kids.
Yeah, and then
make their own.
Yeah, and then get the kids involved and get them shaking, because I mean this is all kind of fun as well, you know.
Yeah, I think it makes the sort of the process of making a drink, it turns it into a bit of an event and experience.
Yeah, but it's fun. But they're messy, aren't they? I mean, look at it. It's like they're messy, they're sticky, they're delicious. You know, they take up lots of booze and stuff, you know, but they're also lots of fun because they're sticky and they're messy. So it's definitely something that you can get everybody involved in.
Well, all our friends that are on this feed now are all going to be legless for the next hour, and then we're all going to be asleep.
Do you want one more? One more? Do you want to Dark and Stormy? Dark and Stormy is another one of my favourite cocktails that I have when I go out. So it's really, really simple. So this is what you can do with your dark rum. I prefer it. Now you can use any rum for this as well, but I prefer dark rum, any dark rum, Aldi, whatever. And it is really, really simple. Bit of ice. You might have noticed a theme. I quite like limes. So a few wedges of lime in there. This is easy, but it is summer in a glass. I think it's the national drink of, I can never remember, it was either Bermuda or Barbados, and it's typically made with Gosling's rum. Yeah, so it's a national drink, so it's Caribbean, so obviously it tastes like sunshine. So you've got your lime. So literally all it is, throwing a bit of rum. You've got your limes in there. I'm not going to put them out because I have to drink all these and not waste them. It's I put in a bit of Angostura if you've got it. Don't worry if you don't, but it's literally just a bit of Angostura bitters.
What even is Angostura bitter? What even is that?
Just Angostura bitters. They're like a little drippy thing. What?
Yeah. What's it taste of?
They're from Trinidad or something, but they have this thing like the label's too big and they've never fixed it, and that's like their signature now, that the label's too big for the bottle. But I think it's about £8 for a bottle of these, and it lasts years, but it absolutely elevates drinks, you know.
What does it taste? What does it taste of, Joyce?
I don't know. It's like spices. It's like spicy. Okay. I'm not quite sure. I've never really looked at the ingredients. It's just Angostura bitters. They'll always have a bottle of them all dusty and stuff in the pub. But I think they use them for a Manhattan cocktail, which I don't drink because it's got cherry or something in it. But water, alcohol, spices, and sugar. So spices. I think it's a secret blend.
Secret blend. Wow.
So there you are, dark and stormy. Cheers. Oh.
Well, I was going to go and put the kettle on, but actually,
no, I don't know what to drink.
Isn't that what they say? Okay, thank you for that. Listen, we're going to set you a challenge, Joyce.
Oh, no.
If anybody has got a random set of ingredients.
I'm not a bartender now. I just do these because I know what I'm doing. Kind of, sort of, maybe.
I think you would be the best person to come up with your very own cocktail. In fact, I think you should have a Dome House cocktail. But let's let everybody suggest what they've got in their cupboards and what you can do with them. So we'll do that out in the comments, and we're going to challenge you to make a cocktail ingredient.
I think I need some margarita. Which one will I drink? Oh, I don't know.
Choice of 3. Oh my goodness! Right. Well, quickly before you get too inebriated, what's the name of the Facebook page of the Dome House Facebook page?
All our handles are at Dome House Lakes.
Dome House Lakes. So.
Dome House by itself, you'll find loads of weird and wacky places in Middle America that are expecting aliens. So just always put the lakes at the end of it. Otherwise, you know, God knows what you'll find.
The Dome House Lakes on Facebook,
Instagram, Facebook. That's our, and our website. Everything's Dome House Lakes. Okay. Keep it simple, just like me.
So you will help Joyce and Phil massively if you just go and give the page a like, so that you can see what's coming up, see if we do have any wacky cocktail events. They'll let you know, won't you? And we will be there as soon as we can possibly get out of lockdown. You will be probably the first place.
We're partying. We're going to party like it's 1999, 10 times over. It's going
to be a big one, isn't it? It is. It's going to get very messy.
It'll start here and we'll roll down the hill. God knows where we end up. Probably down the boathouse. Dancing on the tables.
Well, listen, thank you. You've managed 22 minutes and 44 seconds. That's amazing. Amazing. Say again.
Did you want the quick whiz? Do you want the view?
Yeah, please. Can you do that? Yes, please.
Yeah. My hands are really sticky. That's all. I was just right. So you ready?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So this is the lounge. There's Phil, my assistant, assisting me. I couldn't do without him, really. And can you see our view?
Look at that. Go a bit closer.
I'm going out. And this is the view that I've been looking at. Can you see it?
Oh, my goodness. That is incredible. Listen to the birds.
I know. It's so quiet up here.
It really, isn't it? My house is down there.
I know.
You see it.
Don't you just love the location, though? It's so quiet. And it's just so quiet, but you're like literally 5 minutes walk and you're right in the midst of bars, restaurants. Normally it's really kind of, you know, a little bit busier. But
I think it's the best place in the world to live. I absolutely do. And I love living here. I do. Say goodbye, because I just feel if we go over 25 minutes, you might actually forget yourself and swear. So let's quickly get off before you say any non-family words.
I'm PG friendly. It's midday. It's all right. I haven't drank these yet. So
cheers. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Joyce. Bye.
No worries.